Good morning. Good morning. This is Meri. Meri at the ATA. Meri at the Meri ATA. It is Tuesday, January 8th, 2019. We have 8 days. 8 days into January of 2019. 8 days already have gone. Yep, I've already frozen. Well, yep, already froze this morning. I need to get my new camera set up. I'm working on it. Things are still kind of in a... Hello to everybody who's here, who has come in. Frozen the first 2 seconds, I think. Have some coffee, Meri. Yes, I will. Good morning, everybody. Not hazelnut this morning. It's just coffee with milk in it. But it sure does feel good to have some coffee. Feels good just to be rid of my cold. It's I'm still sneezing and coughing a little, but I lost all my energy. But now I'm getting my energy back. So, good morning, everybody. So let's start this again. This is Meri at the Meri ATA, and this is Tuesday, January the 8th, not 9th, January 8th. My room around me still is how you saw it in the last video. We were putting up bookshelves and we got halfway through it, and to our dismay, there were some missing pieces. So we had to order pieces, so they will come for a week. So I have to live with this mess for a week. Now, I made a list because these are things that I want to do in my live streams. So I think the first thing that I want to do is, well, there are some things. This is my journal for January. And I've been working in it. I've been working off camera in it, but which page is it here? This. I want to work on some ATCs this morning. I have some happy mail to open, but I'm going to wait until a few of you get in here. So, and I just got some things I want to get done. I found some things. When you clean, you find things. And this is when Dede Willingham did the Society of Ideal Collectors last year, she has a book that she calls her syllables. And syllables are little bits and pieces and parts, which means, things you collect. Well, I did that finally with what I had, and I've got things. This is just one of them. This is the overflow. But am I frozen again? Am I frozen? No, I'm here. Yeah. Let me get out of this one and come back in. How it shows me frozen over here. I'm not frozen. Let's come back into my channel. Come into my live stream. There I am. Come into my live chat. Shows that I have 6 people watching. Welcome. Welcome. I understand if you don't want to chat at 4:30 in the morning. I understand. Look, I got some pencils, some Ticonderoga pencils, the world's best pencils, so I thought that I'd try them. But anyway, I was talking about using up some of these syllables. I set them aside. I'm going to use them on my ATC, and I have this pocket here, this envelope. I made it out of wax paper, and I'm going to make more of these. It's just an envelope made out of wax paper. Where did I seal it here? It's sealed here someplace. Not sure exactly where I sealed the thing. Here, I tucked it in this way. And it's got, looks like I put double-sided tape on it. I don't know if I should have done that. But anyway, I was catching up with some ATCs this morning. I won't put any more double-sided tape on this. I guess I was in a hurry and wanted to get these closed. Let's pull some of these out. I want to work on some ATCs this morning. I have several things I want to do, several things I want to try. I want to use up my symbols and refill it from things that I find. Oh, there you all are. There you all are. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Marianne. Carlana. 5:30. Wake up. You're probably up and going. Susan, Gerald, good morning. Oh, okay. Good morning, Laura Sullivan. Laura Sullivan, if you are in here, you want a custom keeper. You want a custom keeper in the New Year Streamathon, and I need your address. If you look in the description box on this video, go down to, scroll down. I have an email address and I have a Facebook. If you want to message me on Facebook. Let's straighten this camera up a little. There. So, yeah, Laura, I need your snail mail address. Yes, I'm going to keep calling it a snail mail address. We won't go into that this morning, but if you would message me or send it in email, your mailing address, I want to get those out. You're very welcome. I think that you'll enjoy it. It's what it is. It's a custom keeper from Shannon Green. And I just used what she sent me. What they are, well, I don't know if you remember seeing them or not, but they kind of have a white background with, they looked like there were big letters on them. Like the one I showed had a G, but the others have whatever was on the billboard. So, yeah, I'm glad you showed up. I tried to message you on Facebook, but I was hoping I got the right Laura Sullivan. I didn't get a reply back, so. Hi, Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. Oh, it's still the wee hours in California. 2:41 a.m. Oh, dear. Well, let me plug my phone back in. I had this cord fixed so it didn't fall out so much, but I've been working around this room, finding things. Okay, I feel like doing some ATCs here. Oh, look, there's a paintbrush and some rocks. Oh, some spoons. Looks like I'm going toward oh, here's some books. I've been doing a lot of reading lately. I love pictures. I just look. All these kids they're sitting. They're so cute. They're sitting on the curb eating ice cream cones. What a treat. What a treat. That's a picture to be kept. That looks like it came out of a movie theater. And here's some. Oh, I'm just seeing what I want to put on my ATCs. I need to use, oh, look at this zebra. Oh, I like that. I like that. And here's a claw. Oh, that's a toy. I need to use up, what were they thinking when they put cornstarch in a box anyway? I don't know. Probably packaging. And I just want to start using, I cut these, I love fussy cutting. So I need to use that's just some plaid. And let's see, what else have I been doing? Well, mostly I've just been recuperating. Kind of like that. But hey, I have to tell you, I've been writing a story. So I've been having fun with that. This one is, the story I'm writing this time is not a children's story. It's just, oh, I like her. And I have to tell you, maybe some of you write, but I found that while I'm writing that, oh my goodness, I find that I get inspired to, I'll get like one part done, and while I'm thinking about it, more ideas come, and one storyline leads to another, and before I know it, I've got more to write. I don't know what's going on there. Kind of like that. So I'm just kind of separating out some things to use on these ATCs. That's what I'm doing here. Let me catch up with you in chat. Hold a second. Let's put these back in this envelope. Find a better way to seal my envelope here. I want to make more of these wax paper envelopes. I'll move it on the outside like that. Cellophane envelopes there. Okay, let's catch up and see what's going on in chat. Laura Sullivan says, sure, I will email you today, Meri. Nope. Did not get the right Laura book, but that's okay. Huh. Well, no wonder she never replied. That was nice of her not to reply, because she could have replied and I would have thought I had the right Laura Sullivan. Carlana made some coffee. Dawn says 2:41 a.m. in California. I think I'm up with chat. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay, I want to try something even before I put these on here. I'm just going to smudge. I have a lot of paint that I need to use up. What's this? This is, looks like a dark blue. Let's try that. Let's see how, ew, I don't know. Some of that folk art paint is really thick stuff. Here, let's try this. This is what I have. Oh, okay, well, that's what I was going for, was a messy background. And I'll be cutting these out anyway, so I don't care if it goes over my little boundaries of my ATC here, because the idea here is to make ATCs in my book that if I ever want to cut them out, and I just kind of measured out the space here, the idea is to make them, and if I ever want to send any, well, then, you know, I'll cut around all the messy part here. And I might even come in and paint around my border here just to, but all I wanted to do was get some, I do have hand sanitizer here. Let's get some of this off of my hand. Oh, it's nice to to be back and working in art. Although I will say I did do a lot of off camera. Hi, Kim Marie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You know, for January, I'm washing my hands here, that blue paint. Of course, it's not all going to come off, but it's getting better. Got a blue finger. For January, here in Nebraska, it was in the 50s yesterday. 50s. What's with that? We're supposed to have frigid weather. And I have snow globes to paint. But I think I am going to do those off camera because I think you all have seen enough snow globes. I have snow globes that I want to send to people. So let's see. Let's pull my scissors out here and fussy cut her out. Actually, well, I'm thinking here what I want to do. But putting these ATCs right in my book here, really, it keeps nudging me to work on them because I see the blank pages. And let's see what else I've been doing. I've been making a lot of lists. Let me show you here as soon as I get this cut out, sort of. I might cut her dress down a little. Cut it off here. Let's see. I'm going to get some more Messy Meri here. This is old paint that I want to use up. Boy, and is it old. That's yellow. Let's try this. It's more of a buff color. And I'm going to use it up. Well, it's dried around the... Yeah, I'm going to use my finger again here. Let's just kind of smoosh it in. I'm just prepping a background here. That's all I'm doing. Don't worry that it's going out of the lines. Meri didn't stay in the lines when she colored in grade school, so she's sure not going to do it now. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see who's in here. Carlana made coffee. Carlana, if you're back from your coffee, with your coffee, I have your tin ready to mail too. I'm going to get those out this week. We were gone yesterday, and I stopped at Walmart and picked up some envelopes to mail them in. So Kimberly says, I sound better. I feel better, Kimberly. Boy, I'll tell you, that cold was nothing to mess with. It knocked the energy out of me. All I wanted to do was sleep. The world could pass me by and I wouldn't have cared. Kim Marie says, Kim Marie is not me. We'll give away your identity, Kim Marie. It's not me. She is, let's see. Carlana says, good to hear you're feeling better. Bev from Oz is in the house. Good morning, Bev. Welcome, welcome. And good morning. Whoops. I don't know what I did there. I hope I didn't block anybody. And I was thinking of you this morning. I need to get my laptop. You know what happened? I installed Chrome on it. You know, I just downloaded Chrome because I like to work with Chrome when I'm working with YouTube things. It seems to cooperate better with YouTube. And it worked fine. And then I got that virus protector, and then I installed a hub, a UCB hub, and well, the virus protector. Can't remember if I've installed anything else. I don't think I have. But now my Chrome is freezing up. It'll open, but I can't type anything into it. So I don't know if it's the Norton. That's the Norton virus protector might be blocking it. And I just haven't had the to go in there to see what's causing it not to, my Chrome browser not to work. So that's where I am on getting things set up as far as the setup on everything. Oh, that's a little better. I wanted that just so that they'll show up here. And I'm just going to put some of these fussy cuts in here. I need some words too. Now, I don't know if he's going to show up. Put him like that, I guess. Well, okay, save some of these off. Books, I've been reading a lot of books. I think I'll cut my books right about, cut it in half here. Right about in there. But I have to tell you, I cannot wait. Look, I got another lady here to fussy cut out. I cannot wait to get my room organized so that I can do art again. I have been doing some things in my journal here off camera because I can sit at my recliner and work in it. And I am enjoying what I'm going to do is well, last year and the year before I did what I called it wasn't last year, it was 2017. My goodness, time passes. I did that composite art journal. And the idea was to put everything in one journal. And that's kind of like where I'm going with this. Only I'm not calling it a composite art journal this year. I'm just going to put it all in that custom keeper. Or not everything, but a lot of things that I'm doing, like these ATCs and my lists and all of that is going to go into different sections, like I'm doing January here. And I feel like I have everything in one spot. Let's cut her down a little. I befooted her. I befooted her instead of beheading her. I befooted her. Let's see. Catch up with you. Bev said good morning. 557 said good morning to Bev. Ann said good morning, everybody. Laura says, yeah, that's what I do. Because those are wax paper, and I folded them up, and I made an envelope, and I want to make some more of those. I have to figure out a good way to seal them. Maybe even some removable tape. I'm not sure. Linda T. Good morning, Linda. Linda Tria. I call her Linda T. River City's in the house. River. Yeah, it could really, it wasn't like just a cold. I think there's some flu in there too. Although I did not have the diarrhea and the vomiting and all that. I didn't have that, but it sapped me. It drained my energy. I didn't want to do anything but sleep. Yeah, it's definitely going around. It's definitely going around. I think, I'm not sure, it looks like these are fans. Ooh, let's cut this off. Shall I cut it this way? No, I'm going to cut it this way. I'm not sure how much you guys can see of what I'm doing here. I might need to zoom in a little. Let me stand up. And so I want to get my camera set up. I need to work on that. I want to work on my snow globes. Let's zoom in just a little more so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. So I'm slow, and I got to finish getting my room cleaned up. The fun part of doing this room is finding things. Oh my goodness. I remember when I bought that. And I am working on, this journal is 11 inches by 17-inch paper. And I found some graph paper here, and I think I've shown this before. I found graph paper. This is 11 by 15 watercolor paper, so it's just a little shorter. I only have one sheet in the center. And then I have some of this kind of a cream colored. I got this at Office Max. But I was going through my stash here, and I found, when the Hobby Lobby had their sale last year, I found, I'm thinking while I'm talking here, I found some parchment paper. Now, I don't do calligraphy. This was obviously for calligraphy paper. And I bought it, and I thought, well, I probably never use it. It's a nice paper. I'm gonna, shall I? Or I could put it, I think, no. Don't know what I'm doing here. Thinking while I'm talking. Obviously, I haven't got that skill down yet. But I picked it up. It must have been what, $10 or $11 for a package of it. But Hobby Lobby had that great big sale last year, their inventory sale. And I picked it up for like $2.25. And I thought, oh, I'll never use it. I don't know why I'm buying it, but I couldn't leave it on the shelf because it was such a good bargain. And little did I brought it home and took it out of the bag and, laid it down. Well, this is 11 by 17. That paper is 11 by 17. And there you go. So on the next one I make February's, I'm going to put some of that parchment paper in there. Maybe I'll try my hand at some calligraphy, practicing some lettering. Although I'm really not into that because I just use my own handwriting. I'm not into doing that beautiful handwriting. I wish I could do it, but I get frustrated with it because it's never as beautiful as you think it should be. But if I put it in my journal, I might really enjoy having it as pages. I think I'll put these in here. I think I'll cut these off. Yeah. So the part of the fun of doing the cleanup is finding things. Yeah, I think what else did I pull out here? That's kind of pretty. Make a pretty background. Maybe half of it, like. So that's kind of the fun. That's the fun of doing the cleanup, is to find things. And then that store earlier this year in August had their liquidation sale. And I bought a lot of things just simply because, well, it was too much of a bargain and I knew I would eventually use it. So I bought a lot that I can use, that I just need to organize into places where I can find it. When I want to put my hands on it, that's one of my biggest problems is I know I have things and I know it's here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. Maybe put her behind. Yeah, kind of like that. How would that look with her? I need some words. I need some words. I don't have them with me and I don't want to go finding them. So I might just glue these down and come back with words. I don't know how long I've been buffering. What did you guys last hear from me? Good morning, Lynn. Well, Lynn had to leave. She said she'd be right back. What did you guys last hear from me? What was the last thing before I buffered? Hi, Valerie. If you're in the house yet, Valerie Critchley. Good morning. Linda Tria is in Ohio. Ruth, good morning, Ruth. Good to see you, Ruth. Beb from Oz is saying good morning to Ruth. Good morning's going on here. Yeah. Carlona says she's spinning. I needed to find words was the last thing. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say next. I need to get that camera set up and going. I need to get that camera set up. It's coming. It's coming. I definitely just did not feel good, and that's really set me back. I have to figure out how I want to do this. I think I'll hide her behind it, but then I wish I wouldn't have cut her dress off here. Let's give her a dress. So I'm just playing with these little fussy cuts. Some of them are really too big. Maybe I hate cutting him off. I think I'll save him. I like him too well. Here. Put this on here. I forgot where I was when I lost the data connection. That's pretty. I'll save that for another time. I like those spoons too. Now, here. So I'm just playing with different things here, what I want to do. Ooh, maybe I'll do something like, no, it's got to come over her. Like that? Yeah. Maybe over a little. Take this clock off. That's the fun of doing these fussy cuts and cutting these things out, and then you play. You just play. You play with things. I had this paintbrush in there, and I had those spoons there. I keep taking it out. Well, I was looking for this one. I kind of like that one. Let's cut this. And of course, it's not going to be cut straight. This has to be what? She has to be 1950s, 1940s. She says, I'm 19 years old. And I've been married 5 months. I felt weak, sick, and run down. Every afternoon I used to lie down. My mother advised me to take Lydia E. Pinkham's vegetable compound. This is an advertisement from an old magazine. My life frozen. No, I'm going. This is an advertisement from an old magazine. Advertising Lydia E. Pinkham's vegetable compound. That's what I needed. I did, and now I feel strong and full of energy. I do all my work, and I feel as well after a day's work as I did in the morning. Well, good. Let's catch up with chat. Let's see. I like to talk to you all. Let's see. Yeah, thank you, Ruth. I am feeling better. Oh, thank you, Anne. I was telling Anne that I was having trouble with my Chrome freezing. And she said she sent me an article on how to fix the Chrome freezing problem. Thank you. I appreciate that, Anne. I will certainly read that. Let's see. Valerie and Ruth said good morning. Oh, it's good to see you all again. I missed you. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Gomez. How you pronounce your name? Need to find words. That was where I got cut off. I was saying I needed to find words. She was reminding me. I am feeling better, Ruth. And Ruth, I don't know if you were in the house where I was telling everybody that I need to catch up on my snow globes. I've got about 5 that I want to do for specific people. And so I'm going to get those done, but I'll probably do them off camera once I get my area straightened out a little bit more. Let's see. Lynn says, hi, Carlana. Hi, Kimberly. Late 1930s. This is late 1930s, I think she's telling me. Was she hanging the curtains? Do you open live from your creator studio? I think I will once I get my camera set up, Lynn. She's asking me if I open live stream from my studio, and I don't right now with my phone. I have a YouTube app. That's what's on my phone here is a YouTube app, and that's what's on my phone that I'm filming with. And if you want to do the live stream, maybe I'll just show you here. Let's go back one more. See, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a camera icon right here where it says the Meri Atelier, and then there's a camera icon. I hit that camera icon, and then it goes through a process where you set up all your information to go live. So that's how it works on a mobile phone. So that's what I've been using, and that's kind of what I think. I think that YouTube app doesn't play good with the mobile. But I'm just thankful to have it. I'm not, I think about the days when I couldn't go live because I couldn't afford all that expensive camera equipment to go, to do the live streaming. So they did. I have to give YouTube some credit. They did give us the ability to do at least that. But nothing is ever perfect. I'm just going to put that in like that. All right, I think I'm going to start gluing some things down. I need all this stuff, and I can't find a sheet of paper to do my gluing on. Just a sheet of scratchy paper, Meri. Here, I'll take a piece of this. graph paper here. Out in the other room when I do it, I have a little magazine that I've been using, but oh, why is it? Why is it? Come on. Honestly. I grabbed it. So I want to just glue this down. Start attaching these. Ah. And let's put it just like that, pretty much. Can straighten it out just a bit. There we go. And let's see, I think I'm going to put this down first. I need words. I need some words. Let's get this done, Meri. But this is part of doing the ATCs, is picking out things and arranging them and just having fun with the elements, the fussy cut elements that you find. That's part of the fun of it. But I'm going to be doing more. Yeah, I should have put. Well, I'm going to leave it. Let's see. Got her clock here. Put her down first, and then I'm going to put the clocks in like that, I guess. Now I'm going to come back, and I'm not going to hunt for them this morning, because I'd have to stop and hunt for everything. But I'm going to come back and put some words in here. I'll probably be doing something more to this. I'm just getting the base. How about... No, I guess bring it down a little. Yeah. Cut this off. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's good to see you all. It's good to be back sitting here doing art. It's just good to be back. Kind of get resettled. I love the holidays. I love the holidays, but you know, they... as fun as they are, as fun it is, as fun as it is to prepare for them and everything, they take you out of your normal routine. They take you out of your normal routine, and it's good. I like it. Like I'm not a routine gal. I like to do different things, but I don't know. I kind of like, it's just good to be back. What can I say? Let's see what you guys are saying. Good morning, Beth Schuler. Good morning, good morning. Kimberly 557 says, my hubby ordered me 10 sticks of extreme glue. Yeah, I have, you know, the time to buy these extreme glue sticks and stock up on them. When you see them, if you can, grab as many as you can, because, but in September, when they sell, or August, September, when they start selling all the school supplies, am I freezing again? No, I'm still here. That's the time to buy them, because and they go fast. So if you see them, get as many as you can. They're kind of expensive, but they're sure worth it. I was gifted some glue sticks, some of these by Lisa, My Eclectic Life, and Tanya McGuire. So, but yeah, and maybe you can get them online, but it's hard to find these extreme sticks. So, kudos to your husband for buying them for you. If the camera doesn't work, then you're supposed to try the Creator Studio versa. Oh, okay. Lynn was telling me. The curtains are 1930s. Lynn, I think is talking about this. All right, I think I'm up with you guys. Let's see. Lynn says, I've never seen the extreme. I use the Crafter's Extra Strength. Yeah, I bought some of that too, that extra strength glue. The extreme, I think, is, I don't know why they don't seem to put it on the shelf as much, and maybe it's because they charge higher for it. I don't know. You'll see all kinds of school glue and glitter glue and, all kinds of glue from Elmer's. Now, at Hobby Lobby, I've been finding this extreme glue in the liquid form, and I do like it. It cost me $3.29, which is not a bad price for 4 ounces. Not too bad of a price. But I like the glue sticks. Yeah, Bev said it's nice to get back to the regular schedule. Let's see. Yep, it's good to be back with you all. Let's go ahead and put this down. Let's fold this. Maybe I can find some find some words. I'm not saying that's glued the best. I hope. We'll see. Find some words in that book when I go back to put these back in there. Let's put her down in here. I think Carla, a caged fish, was, now I don't know if I was watching older videos or if it's some that she just did. Her live streams, I can't catch all of her live streams, but she did one on glue booking, and she said the Elmer's Extreme was her preference to use. And I'm not sure who I picked up from using these. I think it was either Tanya or Lisa. I think that's who I learned to use these. This doesn't have a lot of common. I think I'm going to just put that clock back up in here. Get it set right here. Now, let's see what I got here. I'm back boring you guys in the morning. Back to boring you. I have a lot that I want to get done, but once I get working on these, you got to think about what you're putting down. And okay, I want to put these back in my little symbols book. Syllables book. Let's see if I got any words in here. Any words at all? Got some stickers, some tags. Kind of could use some of these letters. Some cardboard chipboard letters. Farm. Yeah. Maybe I'll keep those out too. I do like keeping these bits and pieces in this, like Dede calls this her syllables book. I do like that, but I don't get to it as much as I should. But at least I have them where I think I'm at the end. This is kind of the overflow book, but let's play with some of these letters. I was watching an old Donna Downey, and she was using these in one of her, when she was still doing her Wednesday art. Ooh, I like the numbers in here. I like the numbers here. Let's just start putting some of these. These are stickers, and they're old, so I don't even know. I probably got these in Happy Mail, maybe. I think it probably goes maybe that way. Let's just start putting some of these in here. And they don't have to mean anything. I'm just putting them there for, and that's what Donna Downey said. It was an old Donna Downey video. She had a tennis shoe that she made a stencil with it. There were Converse, I think, is a shoe. And she says, I don't call it a Converse, I call it a high top tennis shoe. And she'd use modeling paste on an old scrape off book. And then she got out numbers, and I enjoyed seeing that. And I'll go back and watch some old Donna Downey videos. Let's see. I don't think if I put it in here, maybe one down in there. What should I put? The S? And I had to laugh because, help, I can't stop, she says. Help, I got started and I can't stop. And I'm going, isn't that typical of us when we get started creating? Boy, these are really stuck to the sheet too. Help, I can't stop. There. Maybe one. Two. 5. But this is, I need to use. If you use this stuff, it won't stick around, stay around. You need to use stuff, Meri. That's the bottom of this. I'll put it there for a minute. Let's put some more of these over here. Got all the numbers on the clock. I think I'll do the letters in here. Q. Cutie. Cutie. She's a cutie. Cutie. I think I'll stick with the letters. QT. U. S. I don't think it really matters what I put in there. W. I'll catch up the chat here in a second. Maybe something. So, no, I guess I'll just leave it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. Oh, Lynn, you flatter me. Thank you, though. Let's see. Kimberly says good morning to Lynn. Let's see. Let's see. They're saying good morning. I hit the button. I hope you've subscribed and hit the bell. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Hey, and Lynn has a YouTube channel. Click on her icon and go to her channel. Check her out. Subscribe to her. Ruth says, I love to watch Donna doing her Wednesday show. I did too. I miss her. Now, she's been putting out some little short talking videos, and I've been enjoying those. I put one she put out recently on, you get all these ideas and inspiration, and what do you do with them? You know, you got to have a way to turn all these great ideas that you have into action. So I enjoyed listening to that. That's on my community tab. I linked to it. Let's see. Marianne's in the room. She says, good morning. Hello, hello. I'm all new to you. Well, good morning, Marianne. Thank you for joining us this morning. Are you going? Oh, how's my Beth Schuler is asking how my craft room is coming. We hit a standstill, Beth. My brother's been putting together, they're called monster shelves, and we got them at Menards, but he had a little trouble getting them together. The slots, they're steel slots, and you have one part that just kind of fits into the other, but they're not as, the slots are kind of tight, so we were banging around on those, getting those in there, and we got one shelf up. It's like a 6-foot shelf, and he got one of them all put together for me. And but by the time he put half of the other one together, but we found while he was putting it together, I was carrying parts. Both boxes are heavy, so we open them up in the back porch, and then we carry the parts in. And the second box did not have all the parts in it. And we can't build the rest of it until I called the 800 number, and they're going to send the rest of the parts. So I'm kind of at a standstill as far as getting all this mess around my desk. Last night I cleared off enough so that I can at least do some art. And but I still got a lot of cleaning out and organizing to do. But I'll get it there, and then I'll do another video to show it to you. You don't have a hobby slubby, Lynn? Oh. I skipped Hobby Lobby yesterday. We went to Walmart, and I was telling you guys, I don't think you heard it because I lost my data connection, but I was telling you guys, I get the biggest kick out of my brother when I go shopping. I debated whether I wanted to go with him yesterday or not, because I decided I would, because he's had this bad cold. I gave him my germs. And he had a drive. It's about an hour, and not quite an hour and a half up there. And I didn't like the idea of him being so medicated and driving alone. So I rode along with him. And I talked. I talked to keep his mind from, getting bored, I guess. And that's you just have to have somebody sometimes with you when you're driving those long distances. So, but we stopped at Walmart, and I get the biggest kick out of him when he said, "Oh, you can go in there." And I said, "Well, I'll go shopping by myself and sometime." I said, "I'll just go in and pick up a few things that I know I want." He says, "No, you just spend your time." Well, he follows me all around, and he looks at the price. I was taking these bobby pins. I went to get these bobby pins, and they cost about $1.24. These long bobby pins. I want to make some more bobby pin embellishments. And he looks at the price of everything that I buy. And he looked at the bobby pins, and he goes, $7. He was looking at something that was next to it. I don't know. So I get the kick out of him. I call him my calculator. But I want some of those new Sharpies that they have out. They've got those if you buy the fine part fine point Sharpies. They got the no bleed symbol on them. Well, they've got some medium point ones. And I wanted some of those, but the package on there at Walmart, they were selling them for almost $18 for a set of 10 maybe. And I picked them up. I was going to put them in my cart, and $18. I put them back on the shelf. I can get the same thing at Hobby Lobby and use a 40% coupon. So that's what I'm going to do. But he doesn't understand that they're expensive because they don't bleed through. And when you do this type of journaling, you know, it's nice to have things that bleed through. And that's really why I want them. I think I'm going to put QST here just because it's there. But I get along pretty good with my older brother. I appreciate the roof over my head. Then he's given me control of this room to do whatever I want as far as space and moving furniture around. I can't paint the walls. And I leave some, he said, oh, you can, because he made, he's got off here, I'll have to show it when I do my final video. I've showed him before, but he does those pop can airplanes, or used to. He doesn't do anymore. I can't get him interested in it again. And he's, oh, you can take those down. I said, no, Tom, I enjoy them. And I think it kind of surprised him that let's leave those up. You don't have to take down your art just for my junk. So, yeah, let's put some in here. Give this some interest here. 677 maybe. I'm just using up just for these numbers mean nothing. Yeah, I get along pretty good with my older brother. He lost his significant other to cancer a couple years ago. And, well, in 2013. Boy, it's been, what, 6 years ago already? Oh, my goodness. Time flies. So he's got a lot of extra room in this house. So when I lost my job and ran out of money, I lived as much as I paid for what I could until I ran out of money. And he said, just come and stay here. So I took him up on it. And I have appreciated that. I would probably be out sleeping in my car. So, Y2, Y5, Y58, Y5 we'll put. Y5. Y5. Let's just leave it like that. I think I'll quit. I'll put these back in my little symbols book here. What's this? I know what that is. Let's put this back so I'll have them when I want them again. Okay, let's move on to something else. I kind of do like those, though. Let's see, do I have, we'll use that. I got these. These were on sale. These were Master Touch. I wouldn't have bought them, but Hobby Lobby last month had 50% off on their Master's Touch stuff, or 40%. And I want to do some, I was watching Vicki Ross, and she does a lot of, she was doing charcoal drawings, and I was watching her do that. I'm digging down here for a marker. And so I was watching her, and I saw these, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get some because I don't have any charcoal pencils. I think these are, well, they're pastel, but I don't have any pastel pencils either. And but here again, now this is a book. These don't have to be completed beautiful around the edges because I can cut them out if I want. So if I goof in here, it doesn't bother me as much. Put it like that just for the fun of it. I don't have to be perfect. Setting those perfection limits on you, you know, don't, unless you're, the only thing that I would worry about being perfect on is if I were selling my art, if I were working on commission, if I were doing something that I was asking somebody else to pay me for, then I would worry a little bit more about being a little bit more careful about what I do. But if my pen slips while I'm doing this, well, that's just the way it goes. But I kind of like just marking those out. Kind of like it in the end. Kind of like what's coming together here. Whoops. Well, that's okay. But I will say, working in this, I get these dog ears. I get dog-eared pages because my hand, I suppose I could put a clip on that, put my bobby pin clips down there, but then I'm hitting the clip. Some happy mail I want to open. I was hoping Barb would pop in here. Barb Fillin, but she usually does, but I haven't seen her around this morning. She asked me the other day, Meri, did you ever get the Christmas card that I sent you? No, Barb, I don't think I did. I don't remember opening it. And lo and behold, next couple days, you know what showed up? Her Christmas card. I was going to open it this morning. It came last week, Barb, if you happen to be listening. And I got happy mail from Sherri Lynn, and I knew that was on its way. She sent me an ATC. Oh, I'm looking for her link. Sherri Lynn, if you happen to hear this, I'm looking for, I'll ask her the next time I see her, her link to her channel. She does beautiful ATCs. She usually comes into my Friday night stream. She's probably not in this morning's stream. So, but I got an envelope from her, and then I got an envelope from Joan. And I already opened that one, Joan. I know what that was too, but I'm going to show it. So I'm finished my ATC. So how long did that take me? A couple hours? Work on ATCs. Cross off. I need to draw the rest of my lines here for January, but I'll do that. I won't do that in my... I'll show you a blank page. See, I draw these lines as templates. So I need to finish from like 24 through 31 for January, but I'll do that later. I should probably write in here. Let's see. Are these the first? No. This is number 1, number 2. I can write out here in the margin. I might not write there. Number 3 and number 4. And while I'm on this page, let's get my chat here. While I'm on this page, let me talk about this because I was showing this in a video, standalone video, and Lynn had pointed out to me, I was talking about the pointy toes on these Spanish ladies. This was done in the 1400s, a painting in the 1400s of a wedding of the parents of Henry the Navigator's Portugal. And I was loving this picture, but I was remarking that all these figures in this painting have pointy toes. And Lynn Wright had commented in the comments below, and that's what I want to talk about here, is she said that in those days, she had read someplace that they didn't have any left to right shoes. So, you know, like we've got a shoe that fits our left foot and a shoe that fits our right foot. Then, and that's probably one reason why they have the pointy toes, is because they don't have left and right shoes. I thought that was very interesting, Lynn. And then I got an email from Annie V. She was listening to that same video. And she said that I was remarking about the tile on this, or the work on this. I called it a carpet. But she said it's probably not a carpet. It's probably a tiled floor. Because if they had carpeting, because the northern countries, you know, they'd have the mud, the dirt on the floors from people walking in and out, that they probably hung their carpeting and their tapestries on the wall, and that helped keep the drafts out. I thought that was very interesting. And she said this is probably tile work down here on the floor because it would be easier to clean. And then I was talking about these cone heads here, the cone hats. And she said that was the style that back then that they had the cone shapes and they would put a veil on that to droop down over their shoulders. And they are called poulaines, Poulaines. Very interesting when I learned from you guys. And the shoes were called, the shoes were called poulaines, Poulains. The pointy shoes were called poulaines. And the flower veil was called a hennin, Henin. And then I was talking about these little V shapes. You probably can't see them because I'm probably not zoomed in far enough. But at the top of their head here, they've got this kind of like a little V. And she said it was the style back then. It was considered very beautiful to shave your forehead to a high forehead. I thought that was very interesting. I want to be doing a lot more this year about looking at art history, especially when I can find images that are in the public domain of paintings back and artwork back then. Dwell a little bit more on art appreciation and art history. And then over here, I had pulled some of the textural elements out into an ATC card. And I want to do, Friday night, we're going to do the same type of thing, not with these. I've already found some public domain photographs and pictures that have elements like this. And we're going to do it's going to be an art challenge. It's not going to be a pick 10. We're going to do doodle ATCs from what we can pick out in our art history type things. So I kind of wanted to talk about that. And then, as long as I have my journal out here, I want to show you what I'm doing in the back. I have a chart here. I'm doing Read the Bible in a Year. So that's my chart. I cross it off. Here I have a book list. And this is what I really wanted to show you. I'm working from back to front. I'm working from front to back. I'll meet someplace in the middle here. This is the last of my ATCs. I have to draw the pages out. But I want to do the fib sketch a day. I haven't started yet, but I went through last night and charted out where I want to do the sketches. I'm going to catch up to them. They're already on, well, today's page 8 to do your favorite season. And then you get artist choice and artist choice. For one of my artist choice, I'm going to do this little porcelain shoe. I've had it forever. And I bought it because, well, this is when I was still working. I bought a lot of stuff. I don't buy this stuff so much more unless I find it in a thrift store. It's got a cross-stitch decal on it. And I have a whole set of plates with this cross-stitch decal back in the day. And then I have some scissor pins, and I keep those scissor pins in here. But I thought I would sketch it for one of my artist choices. So that's setting out here. So I got that all set up. So I got a lot of things that I'm really kind of working in this journal. That's what because I can work on it in my lap. That's my daily journaling. So, yeah. And then I'm going to catch up with my ATCs. I'm happy with how these turned out. I got to draw lines for the rest. I'm not going to do that. Let's open the Happy Mail. Let's open some Happy Mail while I'm here. Let's open Barb's first. This came from Barb filling in. This is the Christmas one, I'm pretty sure. Came from Barb filling in Canada. She keeps asking me if I had it, and I'm going, oh, I don't see it, Barb. It finally came, Barb. Happy mail. Hopefully it, well, let's just, I think I can split it here. I got all my happy mail sorted into a box finally, but I need to go through and I want to finish that lunch bag journal and start putting my happy mail in it. The things that I've saved out to put in it from happy mail. So this is from Barb in Canada, Barb Fillin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name correct, but let's see what she sent here. Let's see. Oh, look, it's in a, ooh, nice. It's in a table napkin. I think this is probably a Santa Claus napkin. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's Christmas. It's Christmas in January. There we go. Oh, she taped it up here too. Since this is a table napkin, I'm just going to cut it here. Oh, wow. Oh, I love it, Barb. Merry Christmas, Meri. Let me stand up. Oh, I love it. Look at this. Oh, isn't that cool? Little Christmas birdhouses. Isn't that pretty? Sherri Lynn! Good morning, Sherri Lynn. Your envelope is next. Oh, wow. That's just a piece of... Oh, Barb. I just love this. Oh, little cross here. Looks like it fell off of the hanger. I'm going to... How am I going to do that? Did it fall off of the... I'm going to set this out. I'm going to put this little cross in my shoe. Remind me, I put that cross in the shoe. Oh, I love this. Oh, Barb, thank you so much. Oh, I painted a elephant envelope for Barb. I haven't sent it out, but it's coming, Barb. So thank you so much. Now this package, this is Happy Mail from Sherri Lynn. Good morning, Sherri Lynn. You came in. Let's see what's going on in chat. She said, good morning back. Meri, I sent Sherri Lynn to your PM on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Good. Lynn, if you so desire, you can drop the link to Sherri Lynn's channel right here. Sherri Lynn can't do it because I clicked on her. I was looking for it, Sherri Lynn's channel, and I clicked on her, but it says no video, so she must chat from a different channel. So if you have it handy, Lynn, can you drop a link to Sherri Lynn's channel here because I want to see. Sherri Lynn says, I love doing back. Oh, Facebook group. Oh, looks like she might have already done it. Here's Sherri Lynn's Facebook group. I'll go back after chat and join your Facebook group, Sherri Lynn. I was looking for those links. I knew that in one of the messages, you told me that you had a channel and a group. Or maybe it was just a group you have. I'm not sure. But I have to tell you, I've been kind of out of it lately. Let's see. Sherri Lynn Manzo. There's a link on my art page. Oh, you're on Facebook. You're not on YouTube. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll go join your group today later. What is Beth saying? Beth says, Meri, tell your brother we have a request for a video of the pop can art. I will. You mean of him making it? You know, I can't get him interested in making it again. When his significant other was still alive, she would help him sell it on eBay, and they kind of did it together. And I imagine she was the technical part as far as the selling and buying on eBay. I don't do eBay, but he kind of, when he lost her, I think he kind of lost interest in it. But he says he has over 300 of these little. Let me grab one and show you, because I love what he does. Let me grab, if I can get to it. Let me find one I can get to here. Let me show you some of the things that he's done. It's probably a little dusty. Here's this is not a pop can. This is a Coors can. But look, he's done a helicopter. And he's done a semi and a John Deere tractor. Let's get a pop can one. Let's see what I can find here. Oh, I have to show you this one. Let me show you. Uh-oh, what did I do here? There he goes. It's not a pop can again. This is a Budweiser. He does do pop can ones, but this is and I don't think it lifts up, but it's a crane. And he's put the wheels on their turn. He sells them, or he used to sell them. He doesn't sell them anymore. He's kind of lost interest in doing that. Isn't that cool? And he's got a whole bunch of those smaller airplanes. Let's see if I can find them. He sold the smaller airplanes. Let's see what. I guess what I have in here is all his Budweiser ones. Ouch, his pop can ones are out in the other room. He does butterflies. The ones that are in here are all the beer can ones. They're kind of dusty. I need to dust them off. Whew. He makes these. He sold a lot of these. And this is what he says. I got 3 of them in storage. I don't need to make any more. And we were talking about going to a craft fair, but he gets bored with going to the craft fairs because he says people come and look, but they don't buy. And I sit there all day, and he doesn't like doing the craft fairs. So, but he did a lot of that. He's a creative person when he wants to be. And he's putting all the shelves together for me. Boy, it's a mess in here. He's a mess in here. All right, we got a little rabbit trail there. Let's go back down to the chat. I could sell them right here. I don't know. You mean on YouTube, have a video where I was selling some of his cans? I'm not sure I would get buyers. I'd have to think about that, Lynn. Huh. I'd have to think about it. I could probably have a video where I was... Oh, you mean do like a dish stash video? I'd have to think about it. You put the bug in my ear. Thank you, Lynn. Sherri says, my beautiful hubby would flip. Huh. Ray D. Carol. Good morning, Carol's Arty Moments. Good morning. Good morning to people who've come in that I've missed while I've been rambling. Ray D. Good morning, Ray D. Ray. All right. Let's open Sherri Lynn's envelope. I've been saving it. It's come a couple days ago, Sherri Lynn. I think I messaged you when it got here, so. But I wanted to open it in a live session. I like to open my Happy Mail where you guys can see it as I see it. So let's get in here and just open it from the top here. And I have to tell you guys, thank you for sending this, because postage is outrageous. Postage is outrageous. Just outrageous. And I look at what you guys spend on postage and I cringe. All right, just the card. So we'll put this aside here. And let's see. Let's get in. Oh, I have to tell you. Here, I have to show you. Let me cover up the addresses. Look what the envelope of Sherri Lynn. She put a stamp. She's got a Jesus. She knows I'm a Christian, so I really like that. But what I got a kick out of was she put, postal, please handle this with care. This is for a very special person. Thank you. I've never seen anybody write a message to the post people on here. I got a kick out of that, Sherri Lynn. I think I'll save that because I enjoyed seeing that. But on the front here, she says, hello, artist. You have happy mail, special delivery. Now, I know there's an ATC in here. Let me open it up. Let's see what's in here. There's a card, or I think there's an ATC in there. Look, it's a Christmas card. I'm still getting Christmas cards while I got these. Oh, look. Oh, there's the stamp again. Oh, I love it, Sherri Lynn. And I knew she was going to do this. She sent me $50. She sent me $50. And I want to publicly thank you, Sherri Lynn. That is so generous and kind of you. Now, I will tell you, Sherri Lynn and I have talked about this. And I told her I didn't need her to send money, but she did anyway. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to buy a printer. I need a printer. I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And so I was at Walmart yesterday, Sherri Lynn, and there were some reasonably priced print. I don't need a big, beautiful machine. I'd love to have like one that, an Echo Tank, but I really don't need it. So I'm going to go buy a printer just so that I can print off things to put in my journals, lists and stuff like that. So publicly say thank you so much. That is so generous. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's sent me. The gifts are just so generous. They are so generous, and I'm so grateful. I don't deserve it. and that's the truth. I don't deserve it. But of course I'd lose data connection. I'd lose my data connection while I was saying that. So very generous of you, Sherri Lynn. But I am I'm going to buy a printer, and what's part of my room setup here. Now I have one more Happy Mail package to share. It came yesterday. And I kind of knew this was coming too because I've been painting those envelopes. And this came from Joan Bell. And she said, Meri, I have more envelopes. I have more envelopes. And then she said, I added some black paper that I found at the Goodwill. And, you know, perfect. Perfect. Because you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to use this in my angel book. I'm going to die cut those fancy edges for the trellis, for the leading and everything. I'm going to make stained glass windows. So I've been looking for black paper. I don't know how you guys know. I don't know how you know, but here it is. And then she sent me, she's been watching me paint those snow globe envelopes. And look, she sent me, she found these at Goodwill. I imagine she did. Envelopes to paint. So now I'm going to finish out my snow globes because I have about 5 of them that I want to finish out that I'm doing specifically for people. And then I'll probably paint some more envelopes because I got envelopes, but they won't be snow globes. They'll be other things. So thank you so much, Joan. And I have to tell you, postage is so outrageous. It blows me away. And I just appreciate Happy Mail. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And now I have the money to go get a printer. And I've been gifted a laptop and a camera. I'm getting all set up here. So open Happy Mail. The next thing I want to do is part of my organizing effort. Let's set this aside. I really do. I got this cardboard piece that I put this in because when I'm sitting in my recliner, it gives me a base to work off of. So what I want to do next is, let me get it here. Let me get it. I have this box. Yeah, I've been organizing, but I'm going to tear the lid off here. Well, can I tuck them in? I guess I'll just tuck them in like this. Well, what I want to do, you're going to get the top side here. I'm going to stand up while I do this. Hi, Auntie Ro. Good morning. Petals. Who's Petals? Did somebody else come in? Auntie Ro waves to everybody. Sherri Lynn, Auntie Ro. Hi, Petals and Dream. Good morning. Good morning and welcome. I have this old paint. And, you know, I can't afford a lot of fancy IKEA boxes. And we were looking at storage boxes yesterday. You know, those Sterilite boxes. And I'm going, I don't know. I can just use a cardboard box. So I'm going to paint. This is old paint, old craft paint that I have to use up or it's going to get glumpy on me. Now this is apple barrel paint. So I get this apple barrel paint at Walmart for like 50 cents. So I'm going to paint some boxes, and I have it's a CD stand, I suppose, that I have a lot of really old paint, and I'm going to put it in this box to put over on that shelf. See, there's some glumpy there. Where's my... Yeah. Hold the phone here. I'll probably have to give this more than one coat. Let me get a towel here. Get that glumpy off of it. And I'm just going to paint well, can I rip this off? Rip this one off. Leave that one. Yeah. And so I'm just going to paint, who knows, maybe I'll collage some old magazine images on these. I'm going to arts up some of these cardboard boxes for my shelves. Now what's going to go in here is I have a lot of extra 2-ounce paint, and I'm going to put them upside down in this box is what I'm thinking. But I want something other than let's find my gun. Where did it go? It's under the cart. Heat gun alert. Let's just use up some of this paint. I should get out my fine line paint applicators, but I took them all out in the other room. They're going to... Yeah, I need storage too. And this is cheap storage. But I can't afford to pay $5 or $6 for a plastic box to put paint in. I'd rather buy the paint. I'd rather save my $5 or $6 for glitter paint than some of the specialty paints you see out there. And at least this is a lavender color, but at least it's covers up some of the the cardboard stuff and get a little artsy here. And it's something, if I get tired of it, it's just a cardboard box. It's just a cardboard box. If I get tired of it, or if I tear it or smash it, and it's not a big loss. Whoops. Splashed paint in my coffee. Oh, dear. So, I'm not going to paint the bottom. I'm just going to paint the sides. Here. So this is kind of what I'm doing. I should find some collage elements and put on here, but I need to think about what I want to put on. I don't want to junk it up too much. One of the reasons I'm painting it is just to have something to remind me of IKEA boxes or something like that. This is the poor man's version of storage boxes. There's something for not being able to afford the good stuff. It makes you more creative with what you have. You get a little more creative with what you have. I did buy some white contact paper at Walmart yesterday. So I'll probably cover some of them with white contact paper. There we go. It's not completely dry on the side there. I'm not going to paint the inside of it. But what I'm going to do is, see, I have all these paints, and I'm just going to set them upside down in here. These are all the old paints. Some of this paint, like this folk art paint, some of it is so old that I think it's, this is okay. But some of it is so old that I think it's completely gone bad on me. But this is what I'm going to use to store it. Just like that. This, no, that's Deco Arts. That's good. It's Apple Barrel. I might save this one out. But that's kind of like where I'm going with this. Let's put these in there. Like that. And I'm not going to do any more. I'm just showing you where I'm going with it. I have more in that closet over there. That's what I had put in a great big tall CD shelf that was my brother's. And I don't like the shelf. So I'm going to take it out of that shelf and put it in boxes. And then I'll store it up on my shelf that my brother's building for me. So let me put this aside. I wanted to show you where I was going with this. So, excuse me, I'm coughing a little here. Maybe I need a drink of coffee. My paints are stored on the wall in PVC pipe that's been cut. Oh, really? Interesting. That's interesting, Lynn. I don't know if I could do much with the walls in here. They are sponge painted walls, but they're kind of, I don't know if that is that wallpaper. That's not wallpaper. It's the wall itself is not a drywall. It's sponge painted. It's kind of like a textury surface. I don't know how they did that. It almost feels like the wall's been plastered. I don't mind it. Green is not my favorite color, but I'm not complaining. Hey, it's a room. And it's rent-free. Thanks to my brothers. Let's see, paint box. And then, okay, let's get my journal out again because I got Dede Willingham on my brain today. I got Dede Willingham on my brain today. She inspires me. I don't know if she realizes how much she really does inspire me. Now, I was watching her paint her Lemoore picture, and I want to just try this technique in my journal because it really didn't let me. I'm hard on my paintbrushes. I leave them in the water. I leave them in the water and then I ruin them. I'm going to get this journal again. I want to try, I'm calling it a Dede Willingham fussy cut technique. Let me pull a fussy cut out of my book here. Will he fit in here? Well, he's already fussy cut though. I need one that hasn't been fussy cut. How about I could do him? I could do some of these kids here. How about this guy? He's building. One of my childcraft pictures. And what she did, I was watching her do her Lemoore poster, and she had those circus characters. I know I've talked about this before. But instead of fussy cutting them, you know, like when we fussy cut, when we collage, sometimes we trim around the figure and everything. Well, what she does is she'll paint around it. Or that's what she did with those circus characters. And I think this is kind of torn here, but I'm going to leave it that way. I want to go to a page at the back. Now, see, I could just put this down here and achieve the same thing, but I'm not going to. I want to go clear to the back here where I'm working in my, that'll be a journal page. How's my camera here? Let me. There. Move my coffee up a little. 11:20 here, so off to bed for me. Good night, Bev. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see everybody. I love seeing you all. I love seeing you all again. Have sweet dreams, Bev. Auntie Rose says, good night, Bev. Carlana, I'm in bed. 4:21 there. Lynn, you guys have to forgive me. I'm still kind of stuffy from my cold, so if you hear me sniffling, I apologize. Let's see. I just put 2 brushes in Murphy's to soak. Oh, that's the other thing I need to get. That's on my list, Murphy's oil soap. I've been doing more of that. I'm leaving this one out for the moment because I'm going to use it again, but let's see. Let me go back here. I'll send her a pic later. Let's see. Lynn says, my paint are stored on the wall in PVC pipe that's been cut. I saw it on Pinterest. They are glued together and held by one gorilla hanger. Wow. Interesting. I can't wait to see that, Lynn. Now, what did Ray say? I store my paint in one of those shoe bags that you hang up. It's on the inside of my hall closet door. Now, I could do that because my door, I've got that little closet. The next time when I get my room all cleaned up, I'll show you guys the closet. Because that area needs to be sorted out too. He's kind of given me control of that. He's got airplanes in there too. I enjoy his airplanes. I'm not taking them down. Meri, you can paint old baskets too, Kimberly says, and fabric ties. They look cute and cheap. Thank you, Kimberly. You know, old baskets are pretty easy to come by at Goodwill. So I might be grabbing some of those. Thanks, Kimberly. I'll be on the lookout for some baskets. Sherri Lynn says, Meri, bought that beautiful Christmas one at Joanne's. I went and they were sold out. Are you talking about the card, Sherri Lynn, or the stamp? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. 12 by 12, I get or clear. Let's see. Petals, you only missed ATC making in the Happy Mail opening. Petals, if you're still in here, here's... I kind of dawdled on these ATCs. I got out some fussy cuts, and then I have some in my journal. Let me show you one. I've been blocking out some ATC shapes, and this morning I took some paint and smeared on them. That's what you see here in the background. And even this in the background here is craft paint, the tan and the blue. This one I pretty much have covered up. But if I ever want to take these out, I'm leaving the back of these pages pretty much alone. If I ever want to send one of these to somebody, I can cut it out of my journal. That's the reason I did this. But then these are just some old stickers in here. So let's go back to my picture, wherever I left it here. Oh, look. Saws, hammers, and other tools. Well, it's going to get glued down because I want to put this down. Now, I'm using the manila. I'm saving those for journal spots. The black paper, I'm going to do something. These are for my fibs a day for January. So I think I'll do that on this page. Where's my picture now? Where is it? There it is. So this is a technique I'm going to call the Dede Willingham fussy cut technique. Now she may tear around hers a little bit more, and she was working on a big poster style. This is just, I'm trying the technique here, and then she'll paint around her figure. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to paint. I'm going to glue this down. Have to glue it down pretty. I'm going to use my glue stick. Because I'm just experimenting here. What did I do with my graph paper that I... Where's my graph paper? Here it is. I want to glue this down pretty good though. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm just trying the technique here because I thought it was so interesting what she did. Yeah, let's fold it in half again. Fold it upside down here. Ah! Let's glue it down first. I'm calling this a Dede Willingham inspiration. So she glues down her fussy cut. And I'm not going to use the purple paint. Let's put the cap on there. Let's see. How about some of this? Now, Prussian blue. Let's put some... lavender first just to get it off of my brush. And I suppose that I should... Oh, things are falling. You can look at my video and think, yeah, Meri, I am surrounded by art supplies. What fell was my paper towels. I like my studio. It really needs to be reorganized, though. Did this get glued down? Let's... Oh, more glue on that. You need to really glue this stuff down. But I'm just kind of playing. All right. So now I want to come in with... Oh, I should have shaken it. Obviously, it's not what I wanted. Throw that away. Let's shake this up. Shake, shake, shake. Let's look at chat. Oh. All right, let's see. Hi, 80 Dog. Good morning. Sharon, good morning. Good morning, Sharon and 80 Dog. Welcome, welcome. Craft a lunch. 80 Doll saying good morning to everybody. Oh, you were talking about the Christmas box. Yeah. Did you get one, Sherri Lynn? Yeah, mine was 75% off. I have it. It's over there. Yeah, I learned so much from Dede Willingham. She just inspires me to no end. Sherri Lynn says, Lynn, I always watch the vids in bed at night. I was watching, last night, I was watching Janet M. Young. She launched her, she does a, oh, my brain went dead. A scavenger hunt for her art journal every year. And she, of course, she's going to, she has a contest. I mean, she names different things, and then the object is to go find them and create your journal. I guess some of them are doing it in separate journals. I'm going to do the scavenger hunt. I downloaded her list. This brush is too big to get detail. I'll do the outsides and come back in. But I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it in my journal. In this journal. I'm not going to make a separate journal, and I'm not going to do it for... They show their pictures on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to keep mine in my videos. So mine are all going to be on YouTube. So I'm not going for the prize in April. If you complete the scavenger hunt by April, you can enter a contest for a prize. I'm looking for a decent brush here. There. I'll mess this brush up. But I'm going to, I like the ideas. I like the ideas. So I downloaded, she has a link in her, she had a video where she launched it, you know, describing it and everything. And she has a link in the description box. So I went there and downloaded the list, and I'm going to do her scavenger hunt, but I'm going to do it in my 219 journal here. So I'll have a page, and it won't be a section, it'll just be a page at a time. Now, get painting around here. Yeah, I kind of like this technique. Now, if I were doing this in my art journals, like this is an 11 by 8.5 page, and I have a fairly large image here, but I will generally, when I do my fussy cuts, I have smaller images, so I will definitely have to have a smaller brush. Ooh, I painted over his wood block there. Well, that's okay. And I'll have to be a lot more careful where I paint, and I'll have to have a smaller brush. Did I get that under the, yeah. But I like the idea of painting around the fussy cuts rather than, I like the fussy cut too, but sometimes, especially when you have several figures together, sometimes it's hard to fussy cut without, and it's easier, I would think, to do what Dede does and paint. Now, it looks like he's got a striped pants on here. Looks like that is a stripe to his pants. Pant legs. So this is, the object of what I'm doing here is to do a test version of what I'm calling Dede Willingham's. And it's reverse collage. It's reverse collage, but I never seen it done specifically with separate fussy cuts. You know, I've seen her reverse collage in a book and a page, like her art magazines that she does reverse collage in. But I like the idea of her, painting around the fussy cuts. I'm going to have just a little bit more blue. So this is me experimenting with Dede's technique. And if I have smaller fussy cuts, I will have to have a much smaller brush. This brush even is almost too big for this larger fussy cut. But I'm just testing out the technique. I do like doing this. I like that a lot. It's kind of hard for me to get the detail around his ear there. Let's see if I've got, I took some of my brushes out. Let's paint this out here. There. I like the idea of doing that. Make sure I get the entire page painted here. Dede Willingham, you inspire me to run. But as I was saying, I am going to be doing, I hope to be doing the scavenger hunt, just the ideas. And I'm going to do them in this journal. I don't like what's going on around his ear here. I'm not doing the best job of it, but there we go. There we go, Dede. I tried your technique and I liked it. I tried it and I liked it. Yeah. You'll probably be seeing me do more of that. And I'm just going to leave the blocks. Well, here. I need some paint in there. Now, like you could come in and I know if this were Dede Willingham, she would probably put in a galaxy behind him. She would probably be putting stars. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it because I might put a note on here that I was experimenting with Dede's technique. Let me dry this off a little. I tried it, Dede, and I liked it. I tried it and I liked it. But I'll have to have smaller brushes because I will not have larger images for most of my work. Let's look at chat while I'm drawing here. What are you guys saying? Sherri says, I started a Fatty Patty glue book from Dawn. Let's make a mess today. What a great stress relief. That's cool, Sherri Lynn. A Fatty Patty glue book. Aren't those fun? I have a napkin quote journal. I don't know if I'm going to do more quotes in it, though. That I really could. It's fat with just the napkins in it, but I really need to be doing more with that. I should get it out and work on it. Sharon says, Meri, I'm making my first journal for the hunt. Sharon Marlowe. You're going to do the scavenger hunt. You're making a journal for it. Cool. I know a lot of gals, and I think when I was watching Janet M. Young's video, her kickoff video, she was showing her journal, I think that she did last year. I think I can remove this safely now. Yeah, I like that. I think I'll do a separate journal for it because I'm going to make separate sections here for every month. I'm not totally happy with this cover, but it is what it is. I'm not going to do any more. I might get some white letter. I think I have some silver letters that I could put January down here on this side. But see, these will go in the custom keeper. And by the time I get 12 of these for every month, I'll have a pretty fat book. But I'm going to put like my fibs and my lists. I want to do some mind mapping. I might make a fatter section for February. February only has what? Is this a leap year? 27 or 28 days for February. But I'm finding that it looks like I got a lot of blank pages, but today's only what is today, the 9th? And I'm already doubling up on my journaling here. And I'm going to do my ATC, so I'll be filling these up pretty fast. And then I like to try techniques and experiment. I'm going to be doing that on here. This is kind of like my journal. And my journaling is personal journaling. Like I write that we went to the VA yesterday, and I write when I go shopping. I got a little light bulb here for an art game. An art game. I'm going to do an art game. Well, we're going to do the doodles this Friday, but I found an art game that I think some of you might enjoy. And I think, I want to do more art games in my live streams, especially the Friday night ones. The early morning ones, I don't think you guys are, an art game at 4:30 in the morning. Meri, I'm still in bed. I don't want to get up and roll the dice. So I like to do a lot of things like this early in the morning and fussy cutting. And all right, where's my list? Did I put that little brush back in the water? I don't know if I guess I did. This isn't it. Let's check off. Let's see. Dede Willingham's fussy cut technique. We'll cross that off. I want to talk about something and show you something that I started last year, and I kind of set it down. And of course, when I'm cleaning, I got this little journal. Let's get this one out of the way so it'll be focused on this one. I think I got this one from Annie V. She sent it to me when she sent some Happy Mail. Such a pretty journal. I'm not going to do anything to that. I just love it. It's a lined journal. But I started doing sketch notes. Now, sketchnoting is a technique. And there's a lot of videos out there on sketch notes. it's not just for art. A lot of people use it for, like, when they go to school for class lectures and things like that. But I got this out and I was looking at my experiments. My first sketch note here was June of 2018. And I kind of sketch note some of the things I was doing that day. I watched a video doing sketch notes. I thought it would be fun to try. Here I got a little coffee pot. Can I come in a little bit more so you can see this a little better? Oh, my phone's frozen. Oh, there it goes. Now let's aim it a little better. There. Bring it down a little. Well, let's see what you're saying to me, Sherri Lynn. Let's see what you're saying. Woohoo, Meri. Sounds fun. Like you have, Meri. I don't know what she's talking about, but streamers on Friday night. And we play. Oh, yeah, I stream on Friday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Beth is saying. Oh, thanks for the Zoom. Oh, yeah, the Zoom. We're Zooming. We are Zooming on the 19th, the third week in January. And Monica, and I keep forgetting Monica's last name, so I'll just call her Monica. She's going to be presenting a project. She's a close friend of Jerry's. They're kind of business partners. So just to remind you that we have a Zoom, Saturday Zoom on January 19th from 1 to 3 p.m. in the afternoons. And I'm really enjoying these Zooms. You guys, you know, we have quite a few of you signed up. If you signed up and haven't had a chance to come and try it. We have probably by now, the last count, I think we have 83 people who've signed up. And that's okay. You'll get the emails and you'll get notification if you sign up on the list of when the next one is. Jerry sends out an email the week before. And then she'll send out another one giving you the room number and everything the day of the Zoom. But we end up with all the way from 12 to 20 people in our Zooms, which is a nice size when you're meeting in person. And Zoom is video conferencing, like we can see and talk to each other. So if you're interested, sign up and come. And if you're just curious about what it is, sign up and try one. You don't have to come to everyone. They're free. Right now, we're not recording them because I don't know. I don't mind if we record the project and the desktop, but I don't want to get to where we're recording people's faces and stuff like that because, well, if you're anything like me, you just don't want your all over the world. I don't mind my hands, but my head, you want to be comfortable. And so I'm kind of against recording. Now, Hangouts is a totally different thing. Hangouts, maybe doing some Hangouts this coming year. If I do Hangouts, I know I'm being recorded. And I can just do my hands like I do here, too. So, Sherri Lynn got me talking about Zoom. Let's see what else is going on in chat. Beth is asking, where do you sign up at? Beth, if you go to my description box and scroll down, you'll see a section that says Zoom information. It has two links. I think it's the first link. One link is to where you go to sign up. And what you are signing up for is you are sending us your email address. We will notify you by email. So you always want to watch your email. You'll get a confirmation email back. You'll have to be sure to confirm. If you sign up, you have to be sure to watch for that confirmation or your sign up will not be completed. Then the other link is to a calendar page on Jerry at Recycle Parts for Art. It's a calendar page and you can see our past Zooms that we had and projects or what we did. And you can see what's coming up like in the next Zoom, like for January, what we're going to work on. In our Zoom meetings, when we're doing project, we do projects so that we have something to talk about. But we may be doing, like in December last month, we just did an informal get together on the 22nd, right before Christmas. And I was surprised so many people. We had a max, I think, of 12 people in there, which I thought was good because that was right before Christmas. People were busy. And we just got together and did our art and chatted. And it's not hard to use Zoom. If you go to Zoom, you sign up for the basic. It's a free account, just like you sign up for YouTube. All they ask from you is an email address, just like what you. And then on the phone, you can. I'm buffering here. On the phone, come on, flip. Oh, it's being mean to me here. Come on. On the phone, you can download an app and install an app. If you don't have a mobile phone, if you don't want to do mobile on your PC, you can go right to, there's a link of where you can go. If you go to this information, you can go right to the zoom.usa page, and they have a little link where it says join meeting. Now, the first time you join, they'll ask you to download an executable. Don't let that freak you out. All they're doing is sending you a link to where it opens a little form box to where you can put in the meeting number and your ID, and then you click it. You can Zoom right on your browser. I like Zoom a lot. Zoom is used a lot in the businesses and everything, so it's very reliable as far as meetings. It's a video conferencing software. I like it a lot. Can you use a tablet? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm sure that I use my mobile phone, so I'm sure that there are people, in fact, I know there are people that use like the iPad coming in. And once you get signed up for it, sign up for the basic account on the zoom.usa site. Once you get signed up for it and come in the first time, we'll help you find your way around. It's not hard. And I think you'll find you like it. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you. Auntie Rose says, I wish my notifications would work right. I'm always late to the party. Oh, Auntie Rose, I can't tell you how many times I've been late to parties. Oh, dear. We're glad you're here, Auntie Rose. Meri, the ATC and Doodle book, I started mine. Oh, cool, Sherri Lynn. Can't wait to see it. Sherri Lynn, I got to go sign up for your Facebook page, too. Sharon, I think you'll like Zoom. Well, it just kind of depends. It depends on kind of personal preference, but I like Zoom a lot. I like it a lot. Barb Owen uses the Zoom for her classes. So, and of course, she's got her technical committee there. Her son, who's very technical, can help her set it up. But I think she communicates with Zoom on YouTube. I don't know how it's all done. We don't go to YouTube with our meetings. They're private meetings. There's nothing that goes out on the internet. We don't record them. So, there's 6 of one and half a dozen of there. If you don't come, then unless we put something out on our channels of what we did, and most of us do, you kind of miss out on what's going on in that meeting unless you come. But on the other hand, if we don't record, then people, I think, are more comfortable in coming and chatting and it's just kind of like seeing each other face to face. I call them mini art retreats. Hi, Kat. Good morning. Good morning. What else is going on in here? We talked about Zoom, and Sherri says she started an ATC journal. Yay! Barbara Moore is in the house. Good morning, Barbara. What's the technique called where a background pattern is painted, then a silhouette is reverse painted? I guess that's just called reverse collage. Is that what you're talking about, Barbara? What's the technique called where a background pattern is painted and then a silhouette is reverse painted? So you have a background pattern and then a silhouette is reverse painted. So you have your background painted here, sort of like you're painting. I would call it reverse collage. It's similar to reverse collage where you're painting around an object. But if you have a pattern, if I understand what you're saying, you have a background. Pretend this is all diamonds. And then you paint out a reverse collage silhouette. So your pattern would be in here. I would still call that a reverse collage technique, even though you're not painting around an image in a magazine or anything. I'm not sure that that's what you're talking about, Barb. The background is painted out. Yeah. So like you'd have say that this is a head or a figure or something. Say this is all patterns in here. Say this is all diamonds. And this is an object. And you want to paint out all the diamonds around this. And then you pick this up, and then you'd have your diamonds in the shape of your object. If I understand, I would still call that a reverse collage technique. But if somebody else may have a better name for it, I don't know. It sounds a lot like reverse collage to me. It's kind of a different approach to reverse collage. Rather than saying, okay, I have a coffee pot here, I'm going to paint around everything out around the coffee pot. That's how Dede started out doing reverse collage. Catherine, hi Catherine, good morning. She says, I'm home. Hi everyone again. Welcome, Catherine. Sharon, Cheshire Cat, and 80 Dolls in the house, and Auntie Rowe. We talked about Zoom. The games, Meri. Let's see, what is Sharon saying? Janet made that journal New Year's Eve. Oh, okay. We're talking about Janet's, she's talking about Janet's. I saw that journal. She was finishing it up. The journal that she's going to use for her scavenger hunt. Cool journal. Sherri Lynn, Carla Cagefish is doing Glue Book January. Oh, I want to get back to my sketch notes here because I wanted to talk about them. I'm not going to sketch note this morning, but I found this. I started it last year. Here I got some little, I was sketch noting a set of markers. Here I was sitting out on the front porch. So I was kind of sketch noting my day. And then over here, I sketch noted a TED Talk on why make useless things. That was fun. And then I sketch note a lot of her points and then drew little symbols in there to help me remember. And then she got down to why making the useless things, because it's an expression of joy and humility. Built something with enthusiasm and sharing it with others. She doesn't know all the answers, but asks the best questions. Here I sketch noted, I went to the library, I drew the little library, and here I went to this was on June 9th, I went to a town garage sale. Well, actually, I went to several towns. And I bought a plate. Here's our house down here. We had hamburgers for supper. So it's fun to go back and look at these. Here's a TED Talk I've sketched notes on taking your thoughts for a walk. I'm going to show you this little note because I was proud of this sketch note. Here, I'm taking my thoughts for a walk. And they were talking about the value of walking, and your subconscious kind of relaxes and everything. But they were telling you to pick a topic to brainstorm. They're talking about being creative, and then go for a walk and think of as many ideas as you can, and then record them on your phone. And it says, don't do it forever. I don't know what that means. But I like the idea of taking your thoughts for a walk. Here I was watering my plants. So I stopped on June 22nd. There I was. So I picked it up again this year, and on January 1st, and I sketch note the first 4 days of Genesis 1. I was going through Genesis 1. So I did sketch. I'm not going to read them all to you, but what was created on the first, second, third, and I got to the 4th day and I quit. That's why I'm going to stop too. I'm not going to go do any more because I'm going, what else can I sketch note? And I was thinking, and while I was thinking, I was listening to a video, and they were talking about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence and George Washington's farewell address. So I picked what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it this morning, but what I'm going to sketch note next is the introduction to the Declaration of Independence. And I'm just going to read it because it's really short. It says, when in the course of events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them to another, and to assume among the powers of earth a separate and equal station which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the courses which impel them to the separation. So this is the Declaration of Independence. This is where we're declaring our independence from England back in the 1700s. So I'm going, now how could Declaration of Independence is a good thing to study. I don't think I'd studied it since high school. So I'm going, how could I sketch note that? And I'm going, in the course of human events. So when I think of the course of human events, I think of history and I think of timelines. So I might put a little timeline in there, and then I'll put the first sentence, the course of human events. And it says, for one people to dissolve the political bands. And that's what caught my eye. It isn't that you want to, I don't know what the personal feelings were of the people way back then. I mean, when we broke off the Revolutionary War, there were people back then who didn't want to break off from England. And there are other people who did. I mean, there's a lot. But what caught my eye was political bands. And I'm going, yeah, it was the politics. It's always the politics. And it was, the laws of one country ruling the laws. The United States over here, they wanted their own. So they wanted to dissolve the political bands. It wasn't like, we don't want anything more to do with you. We still want to be your friend, but we want to govern ourselves. So I like that. I like that dissolve the political bands phrase. So I'll probably do something. I'm thinking of a band, like a string, and they're wanting to break away. So I'm going to say how I'm going to sketch note that. I'm off into a little lecture here. And assume among the powers of earth the separate and equal station. I like that, separate but equal. So I think I'll put like a little note with the country of England and a little note with the country of America and put an equal sign in between there. So I'm thinking sketch noting here, how I can just kind of, you want to illustrate your point, but you don't want to do big art. You just want to note it to remember it. Let's see. Separate and equal station, which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, decent respect of the opinions of mankind. I like that phrase too. You're respecting mankind's opinions. All these people out here have thoughts. It says it requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the situation, to the separation. So they're going to outline in here, and I'm not going to sketch note all the, and I don't think that I have gone through, I was reading through the Declaration of Independence last night. They actually enumerated in the Declaration the causes which impel them to the separation. This is why we want to break, or they wanted to at that time, break from England and form the United States. It's really something to study. I'm not saying it would be of interest to people in other countries, and I get a lot of international people, but if you're in the States here, you certainly should study the historical documents of our forefathers and understand why they did what they did and why we got the nation that we live in today. I love history. So I'm going to sketch note just the first. I might go on to the next paragraph too, because I think the next paragraph is kind of interesting too. So that's going to be my next sketch note. I'm going to do some more sketch noting. I just kind of wanted to show you where I was at. So after that little lecture, I'm going to cross that. I wanted to talk about the sketch note and what I decided to do. And I might go into the Constitution. I don't know if I'll do every point of the Constitution. I might pick out some ones that I like. Let's see. I have draw lines for the rest of January. I'm going to hold that. I'm going to put a little arrow here. I'm not going to do that here. It's something I want to get done, though. Catch up on the fibs a day. I showed you what I was doing. I've almost, what time is it here? It's 7 o'clock, getting to be around 7. I've been going for 2 hours. Got 29 folks watching. Welcome, everybody. I've got about a half an hour. I want to make some bobby pin embellishments. I'm not sure that I have, what do I have out here? Maybe I'll make 1 or 2. If I'm making them for my journal, I want them to be relatively flat. So let me look here. Ah! Whoa! Whoa! I don't know. Oh, you know what I think I'll make them out of? I've got these pages here where I've been gluing. These will make some nice, pick out a page here that I like. Oh, let me zoom out again here a little there. History is important. Yeah, and, you know, I have a lot of international people which they're going, yeah, Declaration of Independence, that's all America. You know, I'm not saying that I'm going to put my phone and clamp it in here a little better. I'm not saying that anybody says that. I'm just saying it may not be as much of interest to somebody internationally as it is to us. But I think you should know your history of the country that you live in and study it. And we tend to take a lot of our heritage for granted, I think, and I want to dwell a little bit more on that. Let's see, where am I going with this stuff? I want to pick out, I think I'll do this page. I'm just going to tear it out here. I'm going to make some embellishments for my January journal here. Just do a couple of them while I'm here. Just do a couple of them. Let's see. Uh-oh. There's no way I'm going to get to my punch. It's cornered in. But I can go ahead and cut it out, and maybe I can just drill some holes in it. Let's get my little sketchy note out of the way here. Got my bobby pins. Let's see. This one will make a good one here. Pull this out. My coffee over. Let's make a bobby pin embellishment. I think. What do I have here? Does this not, that comes up. Let's. I just got this one. Why isn't it? It should be flipping up for me. Well, I don't want to, oh, is it locked here? There. I didn't know I had a lock. Am I frozen again? No. This cutter, this Fisker cutter, has a lock that you can lock this blade down with. I didn't know that. I learned. I don't need this out. I bought this because I was gifted a cutter, but you know, you get to 4 and I lose my measurement on it, and I like a wider base, so I got this one. Got it for Christmas. Let me make some bobby pin embellishments here for my journal. I like this little boy on his bike. I think I'll just let that. And I'm going to save that. I'll put some fussy cuts. I like her. She's kind of big, wide. I think I'll cut her bike off. Oh, Meri. I got more, though. I want her. There you go. Can't go and do it now. Can't undo it now. I'll leave it like that. All right. I'm just going to make 2 of them. I'm going to do these bicycles. And I usually punch holes in here with my punch, but my punch is way back in the corner. And what I do is I take a couple bobby pins and let's see, I got my pokey tool. We'll make a pokey tool. Hose and pliers. At least I can get to some of my tools. I take my bobby pin, and where it's curved there on these bobby pins, I just take my plier and get in there and I flatten it down a little because I don't really like it sticking up too much in my journal. It's okay if it sticks up a little, but you could probably even take a wire cutter and snip them off, but I haven't done that yet. I just flatten it out. That's good. Let's do the other one. I like to do stuff like this. I like my bobby pin embellishments more than I like the rag flags with the paper clips, because these are the long ones. These cost me $1.34 at Walmart. Because they have a longer reach into my book, and I don't like the things that stick out a lot. I don't mind tabs, but I don't like all those flags sticking out on my journal because I bend them and they get in my way when I write.
Pretty for altered books. I like them in the altered books because altered books, when you're finished with them, are to look at. But a journal, when you're working in it and writing in it and that, I like to have things that are a little bit more flat. Flat, Mary, flat. That's what I'm trying to do here is flatten this out a little bit more. All right, and then I'm going to take, I usually do this with a punch, and the closer you get to the top, the more that it's going to meet the top of your page. So I like to get pretty close to the top with my first, usually have a punch, but I can't get to my punch. I make one there and then come down and make one and then make another one just pretty close to like a buttonhole. And then I come in with my bobby pin, stick it through the hole. You have to open it up a little here. Open it up, go in. Is it wide enough? Yeah, there. And I might need another punch here because I'm going to come up through it one more time. Let's make another hole in it right down in there. I just kind of do these on the fly. This is the general way I do it, and poke it through there. And then you got your clip. You got your clip, and it's pretty close to the top of the page. You don't want to go way up there, you'll tear it. Some you can strengthen that paper too. Let's get my journal out again. Yeah. Let's put it in my journal. We'll put it right here. Right like that. Yay! He sticks out a little, but not too much. I don't like them to stick out too much. They get in my way. I couldn't gone too much further down, but let's go ahead and here, we can take him out of there. Let's take him out of there and put him on this shorter watercolor page, just for embellishing. There. We'll do the other one too, and I'll be moving them around. Let's do the other one. Let's put her up in here maybe. So one, hope I didn't tear that. One here. One here. And then another one. This last one I always kind of guess. One there. Come in with my bobby pin. Come on. From the back into the front. Go down. You kind of thread it through down and then back through to the front. Come on. And then back to the back again. There. There we go. And then I'll just put them in here. I'll move them around as I want. There we go. So I got a couple bobby pin embellishments. This one fits the page better. I like them when they fit. When they fit right up to the edge of the page is how I like it. I could probably trim this. I don't want to trim it too much because I'll cut it out, but I should have made it down just a little further. Like this one comes, this one, the top of this hits the edge of the page, and then I come down about a fourth. I still have to kind of get that. But that's my bobby pin embellishments. So I can cross that off my list. I want to make more of them, but I won't do it here. So, bobby pin embellishments. The other thing I wanted to do was some junk journal tags. Because my desk has been so messy, I missed Tanya McGuire streams on Sunday afternoons at 12 o'clock Central Time, and she's doing her totally junk journal. I missed it again on Sunday because my desk was piled high. But I want to make some tags. I did this is all commented out. I did this. I want to catch up with my fibs a day. I'll do that afterwards. And then I want to finish drawing my ATC models. So got a lot done this morning. I got a lot done. Yay, it's so good to be back. I better put this pokey tool away and put my pliers away. Put my bobby pins away so I can find them when I want them again. I'm done for this morning. Let's catch up on chat. Let's see what we're doing here. What are we saying in chat? Thank you, Catherine. Did I say good morning to you, Catherine? You're currently in Long Island. Well, welcome. Thank you, Annie Rowe. Crafty Grandma, good morning. Says, I was going to say wow, but we are at 16 Fahrenheit and now snow is mixed with ice. Oh, stay inside, Crafty. I hope it's not going to be an ice storm again. Oh, I don't like those ice storms. Hi, Journey Stoneman. Welcome. She's born and raised in Florida. Welcome, Journey. Aunt Becca's in the house. Yeah, those are the long bobby pins, Aunt Beck. I get them at Walmart. I think I saw some at Dollar General the last time I was there. I didn't pick them up. I picked these up at Walmart. They are made by, let me pull them out here. They're made by Conair. I think there's another brand too, Goody or Good or something with the word good in it. But these are about, let me measure them. I'll measure the back of them. They are about 2 3/4 inches long, these bobby pins. I don't buy the smaller ones. I go for $1.34 for 18 of them. That's what I go for. Welcome, Aunt Beck. Good to see you. I've been watching you and Scott repair that room in your cottage. I didn't have a chance to watch your cooking video last night, but I'm going to go back and watch it. Put washi tape, too, at the top as a border, Diana. Hi, Diana. Yes. Thank you. I will, Diana. Aunt Beck says, me too, Journey, but we've had such dreary weather. I need the sunshine. Ice storms are miserable when they knock the power out. Yeah. Let's see. Journey says, I enjoy the snow much better than the ice storms. Yes. We've had really nice weather here. It was up in the 50s yesterday. I wore a sweater when we went out. A winter sweater, but I didn't have to put on my big coat. Excuse me. 80 Dolls says, oh, Becky. Let's see what did Becky says. Snow. Aunt Beck says, Catherine, I just turned the heat up in the house and I'm sitting in front of the little space heater while the cottage warms up. I'm waiting for Scott to get up so we can make a run to the dump. Gonna get rid of some of that rug backing, huh? That was an interesting video, Aunt Beck. You ended up taking that rug backing. I remember you said it was not adhesive. It wasn't glued down, but it had molded itself. The back of the rug over the years had molded itself to your floor, and she took a heat gun and that loosened that rubber, and that's how she got it off of the floor. That was very creative, Aunt Beck. Journey says, doing great. We may get snow. I'm reading back in chat. Aunt Beck is waking up slow. Crafty Grandma's in the house. Hi, Zoe. If you're still in here, good morning, Zoe. Burgess Taylor, good morning. Good morning to you, Burgess. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Ray is in the house. Good morning to all of you new folks that I'm seeing in here. Journey says, good morning from North Carolina. Glad you are back and feeling better. I've still got a little tickle in my throat, but I'm feeling much better. I feel my energy coming back. It zapped my energy. Yeah, we were talking about the Declaration of Independence. I think I'm caught up with you guys now. Let's see. Lynn says, hello, everyone I missed. And I am echoing Lynn. Hi to folks who come in. Ruth is in the house. Ruth Lamb. And Beck says she takes a complete multivitamins, but perhaps some additional D would help. Vitamin D. Ruth says, Becky, you need to take vitamin D. That's what helps me. Journey says, Meri, thank you. I've never seen anyone using the bobby pins. Believe it or not, I don't see them. I haven't seen them recently. I've been doing these bobby pins maybe for about a year now, these bobby pin embellishments. But I was shopping at Walmart one day, and lo and behold, I saw bobby pin embellishments at Walmart. You usually see the paperclip ones, though. I like the bobby pin ones because, see, they have that long reach. The paperclip ones come to about here, even the larger paperclips. You know, and I need that long reach into, like, sometimes the middle of my book. So that's why I like them. So I have this morning, I wrote my ATCs this morning. Let's get there. I did these ATCs. They stuck with me while I sorted out my images and decided what I want, but they really did turn out. I'm really happy with them in the end. And then I went to the back here and I was showing them how I sectioned out I have some lists here. I'm doing the Bible, reading my Bible plan. I'm trying to read it through the year. I've done that before. But you have to be disciplined. And here I'm doing my book list. I read a book. Oh, it was an interesting book. If you ever see this book, read it. It's called Heads You Win. And you have to kind of like international intrigue, like KGB. But this young boy and his mother were escaping from Russia. His father, well, this was like taking place in what? When would it have been? Around the 1980s. 1980s when Reagan, you know, Reagan and the break from the Communist Party and everything in Russia. But anyway, his father was killed by the KGB, and so him and his mother had to escape from Russia. And they got to the boat, and they could either go to England or to the USA. And he was a young man, and so he decided by a flip of a coin where he was going to go. And the book showed where he flipped the coin, but it never told you definitively which one they chose. And what it did is the book veered off into the same two characters, but they called them different names. What would have happened to him if he would have gone to England, and what would have happened to him if he had gone to America. It was a very interesting book. I love that book. It was a very good read. And now I'm reading The Tattooist of Auschwitz, which is, I just started it. It's interesting. It's talking about World War II. That's an interesting book. I can't say much about it because I just started it. So I have a book list, and here is, I'm making a list of the Fib Sketch a Day. I haven't started them yet. I think I'm going to do this for day 2. It's a catch-up day. And I got my Tigonderosa pencils, number 2 pencils. I'm going to try sketching with these, I think, and I got those soft pastels. So I was showing that, and then I experimented with Dede's paint around the fussy cut technique. I really do like that. Of course, this is a large figure, and I used a larger brush. A lot of my fussy cuts, of course, are smaller, so I'll have to use a smaller brush. But I like that. Thank you, Dede, for teaching us that. I learned that from her one of her most recent videos. And then I did my bobby pin embellishments. So there we are. That's how we started out my first early morning live stream of January. I'm doing some circle coins here just for the fun. I'm punching out circles. I don't have it with me, but I'm going fussy cutting that Age of Discovery history book. That's so fun. I'm learning all about Henry the Navigator and Columbus. Hi, Turtle Creativity. Welcome, welcome. T, what were you crocheting the other day? I popped in as you were wrapping up. Aunt Becca's talking to, is it Linda you're talking to? Let's see. Let's catch up with chat and then I'll let you all go. Turtle says, good morning, Meri, or hi, Meri. Good morning, Turtle. Zoe. Zoe says, hey, Turtle. Zoe says, I have stuff to do. I woke up at 8 and I went to bed around 3:30. Zoe's in Georgia. Thank you, Turtle. Oh, that's who she was calling T. She's crocheting a scarf. I should get out. We got a whole bunch of yarn upstairs. I can't start another project, though. I got to get my room cleaned up. Then I can start thinking about things. So, I crossed a lot off my list. Let's put my list in here. Let's put my list in my book here. I'm not going to put it there because I don't want to show you all my journaling. Let's put my list. Let's put my list here. I got some washi tape. I'm going to start keeping track of things rather than I usually tape it up to my counter over there. Let's just put this list in here. Life is sweet. I'm going to try to be just a little bit more organized in my, that's how I get a mess. I don't organize stuff. I put stuff, all right. I'm talking to myself. I'm going to get to my, thank you all for coming. So good to see you all again. I've appreciated it so much. I just enjoy seeing everybody. Have a good day. Those of you who have to go back to work, it'll all be over with soon. Date it. Date it. Date it. What am I dating? Oh, I think I did date it, Aunt Beck. Where did I put it? January 8th, 2019. And Early Mornings with Meri. Is that what you're talking about? You signed up, Sharon? Okay. So everybody have a great day. Those of you who have to go back to work, enjoy the day. Be good to yourselves. Do some art. Thanks for coming, and I will be streaming again Thursday morning at 4:30 in the morning Central and Friday night. Getting back into the schedule. Bye, everybody. Bye. Love ya. Bye.